Annie Proulx, born in Edna Ann Proulx in 1935, is an acclaimed American novelist, a short story writer, and a journalist. Proulx's writing is known for its darkly comic humor, sharp observations of human nature, and ability to explore complex themes with unflinching honesty. Her stories often delve into the lives of people in rural communities, tackling themes of isolation, loss, and environmental concerns and the complexities of human relationships. While her career began in the mid 20th century, her most celebrated works were published in the latter half, making her a significant figure in a contemporary American literature. In essence, Annie Proulx is a prominent contemporary author known for her award-winning novels, short stories, and insightful explorations of social issues and rural life. The story begins in 1983. Outside the wind-blown dirt hits the trail walls. Annie Stillmar wakes up, peels out of bed. Drugs a come close his head, but Anis is lost in a dream from the night before. The dream of one Jack Castwell. Let's back to the story up a bit. 1963, the year of hit singles like Walk Like a Man, Act Naturally, and My Boyfriend's Back. They both grow in opposite corners of Wavion. High school dropouts got accustomed a hard day's night. They met when they are both hired on to land a large flock of sheep up on the Brokeback mountain. Just the two of them. All summer long, they hit it off. Evenings were full of the whiskeys, beer, and beans. It was the best time of Annie's life. The summer above the tree line, suspended above ordinary affairs. And one night, it got even better when they chased the whiskey just a bit too much. Jack tells him to sleep in the tent. Annie groans in. Next thing they know, Jack makes a move, a fashionate sets and shoes for Annie's. It's his first time with a man, and it feels like the first time. He awakens in the morning with Jack Knight up, right up against his side. And so it goes during the summer of yacht lots on lots of sex, and a little bit of sheep herding. But most of all, in a genuine happiness. The first snow of August comes early and brings them down off the mountain. They part ways with a list to the shoulder. 4 years passed and is now married to Alma. Has two little girls in a shitty apartment. A letter arrives from Jack. I'll be passing by through on November 24th, May. I could buy you a beer. Annie's right back. The waiting is the hardest part. On 24th, Annie stand dressed in his best clothes, and Jack pulled up, and they rushed each other, locking in a hand, kiss which is secretly witnessed by poor Alma. Anis announces that they're off to get a beer and straight to Motel Siesta. They go after they consummate their affair. They catch up over endless cigarettes and whiskey. Jack wants to take Anis up to his father's ranch to work together and have a life together. He's like, imagine me and you. Anis will not go because he has family to take care of, but mostly he feared the danger of being found out. Thus, began the pattern of rendezvous 2 or 3 times a year up in the mountains into the great wide open, isolating themselves from a world so cold it will not have them. 1983, Annie is long divorced from Alma, though Jack maintains his marriage with wife Lori. After a week together in the mountains, Annie tells Jack he has to push their August trip back to November. Jack is like, it's not enough. Sometimes I wish I could quit you. And this is like, I'm broke man. I'm busted. Months later, Annie's letter to Jack are returned stamp deceased. He contacts Lorraine, who says Jack was killed in a roadside accident, a lone tire and rim. Ennis knows it happened. Another way though, the way he spent his whole life trying to prevent. Ernest go to chat rooms left untouched. And he find out in a hidden closet the two shirts, one nestled inside and the other like two skins, unwashed and painted with blood, with a bastard nose that first summer on a Brokeback. He puts Jack's shirts to his face so he can detect nothing but a memory, and is back to the house. And with heartbreak, we left in a temporary silence. The end.